Hello Cancer couples, and welcome to your weekly reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. My name is Angela, and this reading is going to be for the Cancer couples, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. And Cancer, this is your reading for the third week of September 2018. So I want you to keep in mind, Cancer couples, that this is a general reading, so everything is not going to resonate. Okay, some details may not resonate at all, and others may. So go ahead and take what applies to you and leave the rest. And of course, do I need to say, this message can go vice versa. So listen to this with an open mind. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can reach out to me at angelicascensionstarot.com. You can book your reading there, hit the book now button, and it will take you to a drop-down menu of the types of readings that I offer. So let's get into it. Cancer couples. So it looks like you may be having conflict. Conflict could be at work, it could be at home. Okay, or conflict with a loved one other than a relationship partner. So your intuition was probably telling you that something that just wasn't right was going on. Okay? Maybe you suspected something, Cancers. I do see that some of you may be dealing with the legal system, judicial system. Okay, so you're waiting for communication, it looks like, from a love interest possibly. So you might just get that call, Cancer couples. You might be, it just looks like you're having a tough time right now with your relationship. And you're on a break right now from the one that you love. So let's take a look. Let's pull in some more information. So I do see that there's a card here talking about prepare. Okay, nurturance, self-love is what I'm seeing. So I feel like that's what this week is about. Nurturing yourself, nurturing your relationship, taking good care of yourself. Okay? You've got to be able to take good care of yourself. You've got to be able to work from a full cup, right? Because how can you give on an empty cup? Enlightened heart and mind. So I feel like that's what you're working through. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual changes here, like you're working toward enlightenment. And I'm seeing a card here talking about regroup. So I feel like you're taking some time away to regroup, to get your mind together, to figure out what your next course of action is going to be, Cancer. So let's see what's going on. So you had a rift with someone, and now you're trying to figure out how to get past this. So bear with me, Cancer. Let's get some more words to the story here. Let's see what else. So this is the person, for some of you Cancers, the person that you're supposed to be with, the person that you're destined to be with. In some cases. Someone that you possibly have children with, or children could be somehow associated to the situation. And now if you don't have children with this person, perhaps you're thinking about starting a family with them. Or they may have children of their own. Or there may be children somehow intertwined in your situation. Perhaps you work with children. But I do see a friendship, okay? So you had a bond with this person, with your love interest, before things kind of fell apart. So I do see things here with work. And maybe you're working on something. Maybe you're working on bridging the gap in your relationship. But yeah, like I said, some of you could definitely be working with children. Okay. Some of you need a vacation, and you just need to take a trip and get away, because I feel like you're really stressed out, Cancer. And you think someone's lying to you. And I see guilt, shame, regret attached to this situation, and you feel like this person is taking you for granted, that they're not grateful for what it is that you bring to the table. So excuse the background noise, guys. So let's get right into it. Some of you may be receiving a gift as well. So let's see. Let's pull in some more details. I do see marriage. in the cards for some of you. Okay, so there could be talk of marriage, moving in together, purchasing a home, celebrations, going out with friends, okay, that sort of thing. Celebrating something, maybe a birth announcement, could be baby shower, graduation. Are we graduation season? We are not in graduation season, but I don't know. It just depends on the type of school that you're going to, right? Cancers. Maybe you're graduating from a situation, graduating to the next level in life. Or it could be work, okay? Promotion, maybe. So, this is the thing, Cancers. I feel like you want to nurture a relationship. You want to grow closer with your partner, but right now you feel like you're doing all of the work. You're investing all of your time and energy, and you're feeling like things are off balance there. You don't feel like they're giving as much to the relationship as you are. I feel like you want more balance in your home. Like you want your partner to help out more financially, or you want them to do more around the house or help more with the kids. Maybe even help more financially, because one of you Cancerians could be financially dependent on the other one. Maybe there was a job loss and your partner can't give as much as you would like. So you might be feeling a bit put upon and stressed right now. You might be feeling like things right now aren't fair. Because I'm hearing that's not fair. So something in the situation could be, there could be a Libra that you're involved with as well. Maybe you feel like you're not being treated fairly in your relationship. And I feel like maybe you're lacking the courage. I don't like to say lack, but maybe you're not feeling very courageous to do something. This might entail walking away from a job or a situation for a time though. So I feel like you've invested a lot in this relationship emotionally, right? And you've been giving a lot of yourself emotionally, but for some reason, you're starting to lose confidence in this relationship. You're losing confidence in this connection, and you don't quite know where you stand. And I do see that someone may be coming toward you. Okay, so it looks like your love interest may be coming toward you. So you're feeling betrayed. You feel like this person, like your love interest stabbed you in the back, and it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a love interest, but I'm using that because we're using this in the sense that it's a love reading. But like I said in the beginning, listen to this with an open mind. Apply it to your situation however it resonates, okay? So if it's not a love relationship, then there's someone that has betrayed you, or you feel betrayed in some aspect, okay? And I feel like before the two of you, or after this conflict, things have been pretty difficult emotionally on you. And it's like it put another stab wound in your back, in your heart, okay? And you're feeling like this is another time where you've been disappointed and hurt by your partner. So I feel like right now you're not feeling fulfilled in your relationship. You're feeling wounded, and you're trying to bounce back from this. You're trying to be resilient from this heartbreak and this pain that you're dealing with. But on the brighter side of things, Cancer, I feel like the two of you have the potential to work this out, and you have the potential to work past whatever these issues are and get back on one accord and get back to a place of seeing eye to eye. And I feel like whatever this conflict has been about, because you feel like someone's lying to you, obviously there's been some type of conflict, but I feel like whatever the petty arguments are about, I feel like you're ready to lay those aside for the purpose of winning the relationship over again and getting back on one accord with your partner. So there could be some type of confession about someone having lied in the situation. I feel like someone's going to come out and confess. Yeah, and maybe lately you feel like your partner's been using you. You feel like this is a situation of convenience. So it's causing you to second guess yourself. Okay? Second guess your feelings, second guess your emotions. It's caused you to second guess whether or not this is the right relationship for you. Now there could be some type of spying here, maybe some type of gossip, or maybe there's just this sense of immaturity that you feel like your partner is carrying around. And at this moment, though you feel like you can work through this, maybe not at this point in time, but you know, coming forward, maybe you feel like the two of you have the ability and the capability to work through these issues. But at this point, you're thinking, I would never give this another chance. I would never give this person another chance I would never open up to them again just to have them shoot me down again emotionally. So I feel like right now you're having to make a decision. You're facing a decision whether to walk away from this relationship or to continue to work on it. For others of you, there might be a third-party situation, and you're facing a decision about, someone's facing a decision about whom to be with ultimately. But it looks like you have the ability to resolve this situation, whatever it is. Now, if it's a court situation, yeah, you can bridge this gap, okay? Because I see some things are working out in your favor if you're going to court, Cancerians, and you're dealing with court issues, whether it's an end of a contract with work, an end of a contract with a lease. Okay, it looks like you have the ability to work through this, and judgment works out in your favor. But temporarily, you might be feeling that it's not. And temporarily, you might be feeling like your relationship is not going to work in your favor. But this is the thing, Cancerian. Spirit is saying have patience. Have patience with the process. Okay? Because there is a process to everything. And sometimes there are unseen factors that obviously we don't see these factors, but there's some things that have to be worked out behind the scenes before we can have what it is that we want. So you may be feeling a bit impatient about something in your life. You might be feeling like things aren't playing out the way that you want or at the timetable that you had hoped. I do see pregnancies for some of you. There could be news of pregnancy. Sorry about the noise in the background. There could be news of pregnancy. Some of you could be finding out that you are pregnant, or you might have a loved one who is pregnant, or there could be someone pregnant in the third-party situation. Or some of you might be mothers, or there could be a significant mother figure that might be a third party or some type of a nuisance trying to get in between you and your partner. I do see a career, so I do see a career change for some of you Cancers. I do see some of you Cancerians walking away from a toxic situation, whether this is work, a home situation, something that no longer serves you. It looks like you might be walking away. And for some of you, this may have something to do with a daughter. Okay? You might have a daughter, or maybe this is a conflict that you're having with your daughter. Okay? But Spirit says stop trying so hard to control everything, and the doors will be open for you. So don't be impatient, right? Be patient with the process. Let things play out the way that they're supposed to. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the energy of your cross-watcher Cancer couples. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Spiritual understanding. See that? The Temptress. So, yeah, like I was saying, there's some type of nuisance to your relationship. There's someone that's trying to get in between the two of you and cause conflict, cause chaos between the two of you. I feel like someone wants what you have, Cancerians. They want your partner. Okay? They missed what they had, and they're trying to get it back. Wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. So I feel like there's some type of spiritual understanding that comes out of this situation. Like I said in the beginning, I feel like there's an evolution going on a spiritual level for you. Okay, and that could even be with your cross-watcher. That could be their energy. So let's take a look at the energy of your cross-watcher. So this is going to be for the Cancer cross-watcher, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the third week of September 2018. So on their side, I also see a feeling of betrayal or a deep feeling of hurt, right? A deep sense of emotional abandonment, or they're just hurt emotionally from something that may have played out. So I'm saying that they might not be feeling that fulfilled in the relationship at this time either. Okay, so your love interest is having to decide whether or not they're at a crossroads themselves, having to decide if it's worth continuing in the relationship the way that it is. So they're a bit divided on what to do. Now, I feel like your cross-watcher could be a bit reckless at times, maybe not thinking before they speak, and just, being tactless with their words. But I do see that, cross-watchers, you may get some type of clarity, okay? Especially if this is about some type of an infidelity, because I do see infidelity issues in this situation, whether these are past or present tense. It looks like you're going to get clarity. You're about to get the truth about something that someone has been covering up. Okay, but on the flip side of that, I'm saying that there may be a strong possibility that the two of you have the ability to move past this. Okay, but temporarily right now you don't know where you stand. But it's like your cross-watcher wants to be in a relationship where they don't feel like they have to worry about what you do when they're not around. See, they still have this emotional attachment to you. But right now, it feels like they're saying, back off, give me my space. I need some time to think about what I ultimately want to do. Because remember, like I said, your cross-watcher, they're at a crossroads, having to figure out what the next move is. Okay? Because they feel exploited. They feel taken for granted. They feel like you took their kindness for weakness. They feel like, and of course, like I said in the beginning, this can go vice versa, right? So even with this spread, even though I'm doing 2 spreads for you, one for your cross-watcher, some of these energies can be interchangeable. So I'm seeing that temporarily you're feeling like this is, your cross-watcher is feeling like it's time to really, they're wondering if it's really over this time. Okay, they really want you back. They really want to get back to happier times. Okay, but right now they feel like their world is crumbling, like everything is falling apart. Okay, like they don't have a chance in the world. But look at this, Ace of Cups. So it looks like whatever this is, whatever these past injustices are, whatever their past infidelity is, it looks like the two of you do have the potential to be happy again and work through things. But right now things seem a bit cloudy and emotional and uncertain. Let's see, Holy Spirit, what additional messages do you have for the Cancer couples? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the 3rd week of September 2018. Okay, so yes, Cancer, sorry about that. So I do see that an upheaval is going on in your life right now, and it might be feeling like you're kind of scrambling for balance right now, but I'm saying that this is necessary, imminent change in your life. Like, just like change is like one of the ultimate things in life that's inevitable, right? We can't stop change. That's something that's absolutely guaranteed. But I do see, excuse me, like I said in the beginning, or just a while back, on the flip side of that, I do see a romance brewing for you, okay? So I do see that you may see brighter days in your relationship, but right now things just seem a bit unbalanced and up in the air. Be careful of self-sabotage, Cancerians. Don't limit yourself, okay? Because I feel like I'm seeing bars trapped over your mind. Okay, that's how my spirit guides show me things. So I have to try to interpret it, and that's how I'm seeing it. And so what I'm trying to say, where I'm going with this is, be careful of self-sabotage. Be careful of being imprisoned by your own mind. Staying stuck in things, situations, circumstances, jobs, relationships that no longer serve you. Because remember, this is a general reading. Although the outcome was that some of you have the ability to work this out, that may not be the case with everyone. And I'm not trying to dampen your mood, but we're talking about a general reading, not a personal reading. But be careful of that. So self-sabotage this week. I'm also saying this is a week of focusing on your priorities. Okay? Be careful of spreading yourself too thin, but taking on too many things at one time. Be focused on what it is that you ultimately want, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm saying that you will see the light at the end of the tunnel, and because I'm saying you are also making progress towards something, toward a goal, toward whatever it is that you're looking for. And be careful about playing it safe, because sometimes we do have to jump off the deep end. And I'm not saying be reckless, okay, but I am saying that there may be a time where we do have to take risks, calculated risks, right? But don't be afraid to do that. I'm not saying go jump off a bridge or anything like that. Nothing extreme. But when you know that your intuition is nudging you to do something, don't just sit down and wait, okay? Letting fear get the best of you. Or feeling like you don't have control over your circumstances. You have more control over your circumstances than you may realize. So, Cancerians, let's go ahead and pull an advice card for your situation for this week. 3rd week of September 2018. Proceed softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So yeah, we did have a card here earlier talking about regroup. So there may be a need for you to spend some time alone to really think about what you ultimately want. This is talking about in a love relationship. Now, is it time to raise your standards in that relationship? Is it time to just call it quits? Or whatever it is, I feel like you need some time alone to really take survey of what it is that you want. So surrender the need that you can fix anyone is what I'm seeing as I was shuffling. So yeah, maybe you feel like you can fix your partner and make them into the person that you want them to be, or your daughter, your son, whomever. Spirit is saying, let go of that. Don't stress yourself out with believing that you can change anyone. Okay? It all starts from within. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So there's a blessing in every lesson that the song goes, right? I believe that's the lyric to that song. It's a song by India Ari, and I don't remember the name of that song. I can hear it playing, but I don't know the title of it. But anyway, I just spent too much time on that. But surrender to life's path, your soul's journey, your soul's path. Everything that happens in our life was designed to evolve us and take us to the next level. Okay, so be careful not to be resistant to those lessons, because unfortunately, when we're resistant to those lessons, the repercussions of that is we repeat the lesson over and over and over again, wondering why we're jogging around the same scenery and not moving forward, right? Just food for thought, right, Cancers? Surrender the need to feel like you can control someone, change someone. We're ultimately responsible for ourselves. So with that said, Cancerians, this concludes your third week of September 2018 reading. Wish you all the best. Take care, Cancerians. I'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.